Alright, welcome back to the channel, Cooking with Adzi. Look at me new steel. Polished, edged, Dick Tron. Hold it up to the camera. That's my little safety thing. New purchase, because I got quite sharp knives, so I like a nice polished steel. Now today, we are doing pulled pork. Now I'm going to chuck my glove on. I've got a square cut pork shoulder here, and what we're going to do is bone it out and leave it overnight with some herbs and stuff on it. Then we're going to smoke it and then we'll slow cook it. So, get that dog on there. So this is from CV Beef. I just checked out the new butcher shop in Nerang. It was pretty good actually, I thought. So without further ado, that is your pork shoulder there. You got your skin on it, everything like that. That's just what a square cut sort of looks like. Now, the best bit of your shoulder is your pork scotch fillet, which runs under there, the muscle under there. So let's get to boning her out. Grab your butcher knife down the back of the bone. So you don't care if I leave some meat on this because I am going to smoke some bones tomorrow for pulled pork. So clean some shit up there. Come down here. I'm just going to leave all that meat on there. Usually I probably won't. I'm going to take it off around here. Sorry, I'm trying to show you guys. It keeps moving around. I've done it for a while, but I still know what to do. Leave some nice meat on there for the pork. Just take that little bone out here, like so. That's your neck bone. There's some nice meat on there. We'll go through that joint bone there, and we'll just leave. See those nice meaty pork bones? Obviously I can bone that cleaner, but we're going to set them aside and we're going to put them in a cure later. But now there's just this little scapular bone you want to get out from here. Down your little knuckle piece there. That one's right down like that. Now this one I don't use, so this will be pretty clean, hopefully. Down your bone like that. And then get on the back side of him. Nothing to really hold on to with the square cuts. Especially when you take it down. Pull the dog out. Take that scapular bone out there. Watch your cartilage. And see, that's not too bad. And then there's a little bone here that I missed. We don't want any bones in it. And just this little knuckle bone here. Awesome. So now that's all boned out like that. Nice and easy, isn't it? Now, you just want to take the skin off because you can't do pulled pork when your skin's on. And I might leave a little bit of fat on here, not too much. But just so we can sort of make some crackle the next day. So go down like that with your knife. I haven't boned anything out for a while, so doing a really, really okay job. Love this new steel. Oh, look at that. Just like so. There's the end of it. Done. So that is what I'm going to be smoking tomorrow. That's your pork scotch fillet, say the least. All trimmed up. And then we're going to spice him probably just before we smoke it. So I'll talk you through that when I do it. But yeah, there you go. Look. All right, now to get on the spice mix for your pork, what I've got today is this thing from the market. It's got a lot of different things. It's like a dried spice. It's like good for hot stuff. I got it at the market. Anyway, I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of that. Chuck that in there. Paprika. 2 teaspoons of that. I just got ground paprika. You probably use smoked if you want, but we're going to smoke it, so we're going to get that flavour anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Cumin. 1 teaspoon. I'm using teaspoon, sorry. Get out, you dog. Get it in there. Nutmeg, a teaspoon of that. And mixed spiced, half a teaspoon. This is pretty strong. Start mixing it around. Cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of that. And just some sugar, and that's going to be the dry rub for the pork. Brown sugar is great because of that sweet flavour. Now with the pulled pork, I am going to be smoking it, not today, tomorrow. So I'm just going to put that dry rub on there overnight. So just add some flavour in there. We're going to leave it whole because I just like that. So just going to coat it around now, everywhere on the beast. Open him up. There's a lot of little nicks and crannies in here. And yeah, I cannot wait. Pulled pork, how good. People do it a lot of different ways, but this will be one to remember for the channel, I tell you. All right, so just put all your seasoning on there, give it a little bit of rub. We might just give it a little bit of olive oil just to pick up all the nicks and nannies that are not on there. Turn it around, massage it, you know. Oh, bit of pork on your fork. All right, so now when you're happy with it, place it in your tray, chuck it in the fridge. If you didn't have time to like season it overnight or whatever, just give it an hour. Just give it a couple of hours. Just let it sink in there. So I'm just going to put that in the fridge overnight and we're going to smoke it tomorrow. Get your coals started. This is a canister. Use it to light these coals. It's so good. You put a couple of fire lighters out there, and that's what we're going to do. Set up for indirect smoking the pork. All right, new day out on the smoker. I've got an old little Weber. I use the indirect method, which means your hot coals on one side and your chips, and then you got a little water bath, and it just circles around like this. So look at that. We're just going to quickly clean the grate from the last cook. You always put it away from the coals, you know what I mean? And today I'm using hickory wood chips. I just get the broken up ones. I'll chuck some on now actually. Nice sprinkle of that. And because I'm finishing off in the slow cooker because it's on coals, I'm sort of not gonna worry about, you know, this too much, like with drying out or anything, because it's hard. I know a lot of people wrap their pork and they spray it with apple cider vinegar and whatever, but we just want to get that sort of bark on the outside, then we're going to slow cook it. So without further ado, grab your pork from the night before. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. Look at this dog. Oh, look at that. Spices are gone in there now. We've got that on there. Put it away from the smoke like this. Whatever's on there like that. Chuck it on for about an hour. Just crack the things open, just like so. Let it smoke. Let it do its thing. Pulled pork. Pulled pork. Pulled. Alright, now that was about an hour on the smoker. I'll just show you. It's just got some like nice little crispy edges on like that. It's started to colour up. And because I can't control the barbecue because it's cold, I'm going to finish it off in the slow cooker. In the slow cooker, I've got some habanero hot sauce, some apple juice, some cumin, and salt and pepper. And that's it. We're going to put it in the liquid now because it's got that smoky flavour from the smoker, so that's going to be beautiful. We're going to slow cook this for probably about 5 hours, then we're going to pull it. So what you want to do is you pull it, and then you put it all back in the juices, because that's where all the flavour is. And But in the slow cooker for about 5 hours, and if you could just imagine the smell that is in my kitchen right now. Phenomenal. Now, what you want to do is, you've got that nice bark and everything, you just want to shred your pork now. Now, you want to shred it however means possible. Look how juicy this girl is. Oh, wow. And the most important bit after it is all your flavour is going to be still in this liquid pot here. Okay? So, just start shredding it as you do. You've got some nice bark and colour on there from the smoke, and wow, it just smells so good. And then chuck all your pork straight back in your cooker, and now I'll let that simmer for another hour, and boom, it's done. Now you can do whatever you want with it. Yeah, we usually do tacos, or what else we do with that? Pulled pork sandwiches. Oh, I love them. Don't be afraid to get some nice chunks in there because it will disintegrate, but as easy as that. And if you don't have a smoker, guys, don't be too worried about it. Put whatever flavours you want and just chuck it in the slow cooker. Let it cook for about 6 hours, then do what I'm doing now. Pull it, and then let it simmer for another hour. Beautiful. Best one I've done. Best one I've done.